Welcome back to my channel. This time in St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis, Missouri is in the US. And what we know about here, please subscribe to my channel so you can follow up on this. We start at the Old Courthouse. The Old Courthouse is where the slaves were being auctioned here, like in the 1700s, with the footsteps of those of that building. That's the Old Courthouse. It's been renovated now. That's a hallmark of Missouri. Very sad that that happened. And here on that in this courthouse, Greg Scott sued for his freedom, which was denied, and that was part of what triggered the Civil War, among other things. Back there you see the arch, okay, behind the Old Courthouse, and then on towards my back is the City Museum. It was a Sunday morning, so I took a walk of the City Museum, not the City Museum, the City Gardens. So it was a Sunday morning, and I took a walk in the City Gardens, and very well manicured, and just have a look. Yeah, there's a fountain somewhere there. There again is the Old Courthouse, but that's another story for another day about Greg Scott and his quest for freedom, where he sued, and the federal judge ruled that he was not a citizen because he was a slave, and that triggered the Civil War in some way. All right, here we see the grass. Very well mowed grass, and some groups of people hanging around singing. Let's listen to what they're singing. There's a fountain over there. Some statue of some fellow running. And back there again, the Old Courthouse and the arch. Actually, the garden extends up to the courthouse. Then from the courthouse, then there's another green area, which goes then across the road to the other side, which is the arch. And the arch is also a great symbol of St. Louis, Missouri. And there's a museum there too, a war museum, which someone can visit and really look at how things happened back then, a long time ago. Yeah, this some sitting space. A lot of greenery, a lot of different trees, shrubs, some flowers. Yeah, really quiet morning, especially Sunday morning. The traffic is very little, and there are very few people walking around. Yeah, very serene this morning. There's a little water fountain there. Yeah, in unison, you see the water jets. Sometimes kids come over here during summer, like play around in the water and splash themselves, and get the heat off. Yeah, sort of cool down in the middle of summer. Yeah, this park is There's a curfew between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. So you're not supposed to be in that park between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. Just that's to reduce crime, of course. Yeah, we don't want people hanging around there at night doing whatever we know what. No, a lot of cameras up there. These cameras actually look the eye, and they look around. They see everybody, and of course, just to combat crime. Some shrubs. Yeah, very well manicured, very well kept. I guess the people work here are like park rangers, as people have studied biology or stuff like that. There's the American flag, the flag of Missouri, and then the flag of the city. So it's like you see the flag of the city as like two rivers, like the Missouri River and the Mississippi River, more or less converging at some point. Yeah. And that's that happens in Missouri. Yeah, well lit, a place to come and rest. Yeah, I was just passing here actually after taking some morning test, and I couldn't resist the temptation of like filming all this serenity, and yeah, so I can share with other people and they can see what's here. Yeah, I think those are the same flags again. Actually, each there's an American flag, and then each state has its own flag again, and each city sometimes have their own flag. So you tend to have like three flags. So in almost every city. Yeah, of course, there's a federal flag, the U.S. flag, then there's the state flag, and then of course the city could have its own flag too. So just watch around. The Bush Stadium is just about to the left, some distance to the left. There's a scooter, electric scooter. So many of them around. Yeah. Um, yeah, the Bush Stadium is a little bit to the left of this, and a short distance, and that's where baseball is normally played. And the Cardinals, being the team for St. Louis, Missouri, are always hoping they win when they're on their home ground. But of course, when they're elsewhere, the other team also wants to win, and you never know. It's like it swings from one winner to the next, and who really benefits? Yeah, I think probably the people who own the team. Yeah, those are the entrepreneurs. Those are the ones who make the money when you pay when you pay to enter the stadium and cheer your team. It's actually cheering their team because they're the ones who get the get collection, and of course the players also get paid. But you spend your money and you cheer widely, and yeah, that's how it works. Yep. So there's some statues here. Oh, that's the federal courthouse in the back over there. So there's another statue. There's a big head here. Just look. Yeah, some recycling. Yep.
Sorry. I didn't mean to
Yeah,
talk to
people
you.
walk their dogs around, but if your dog
Yeah.
poops, you gotta pick that stuff and put it away. There's the statue again, quite well done. Head of a person on its side, actually made out of some kind of metal or steel. Yeah, this is the other monument, like some kind of circular stuff. Actually, on the other side over there, the modern courthouses, and of course the city hall, and over to the other side. And St. Louis is a city that was built a long time ago in the 1700s. It was founded by the French, that's why it's called St. Louis. And then it was bought by the colonists from the French, a negotiation from the French and the Louisiana Purchase, and that's what made it part of the United States. And eventually, the march was from the east to west as the U.S. Grew over time. That's another statue. Yeah, people walk around the park. Yeah, I wonder what this symbolizes. Like freedom, yeah. Land of the free, home of the brave, yeah. So as I cross that path, actually, I'm coming like towards the the end of the park. It's actually the middle of the city. Yeah, and yeah, like in two sections. So I've just left one section. Then there's another small section, another statue of a guy in a pink suit. Actually, yeah. Uh, of course, you see a lot of construction happening, like over the weekend, yeah, especially in summer. This was actually late summer, and you'll see a lot of construction on the roads because most constructions tend to happen in summer when there's no snow, and that's when most of the roads are repaired. And then when there's snow, there's no repair that can be done. So a lot of places get closed. I mean, a lot of roads get closed off during summer when these repairs are being done. Yeah, St. Louis could have been as big as Chicago. A long time ago, it was probably the same size as Chicago, but just because the railway station of Chicago grew bigger because it became a major commercial center, then Chicago actually overgrew St. Louis. St. Louis is between two states, Missouri and Illinois. So there's West St. Louis, or western side of St. Louis, is in Missouri, while the eastern part of St. Louis, called East St. Louis, is in Illinois. So this is a city actually spanning two states. But right now we're on the western side, so we're on the Missouri side of St. Louis. Yeah, it's not a very big city. Yep, but pretty well kept, this city garden. Yeah, I remember I've walked here several times, many times. The first time I came to the US, these are the first places I visited, and I took a lot of photos, and yeah, and just embraced uh, this this beauty, and of course this place. That looks like birch tree. Yeah, characteristic birch has got like the back is like that's like peeling off. It's like some kind of softwood. Yeah, another statue of a horse. And as we come towards the end of this city garden, yeah, that looks like a rabbit. Yeah, whatever it is, yeah, looks like a rabbit to me. Yeah, I guess kids are normally happy to look at that. But guys, I mean, people sit around on these benches and of course relax during a slow day or a day when they're off work. Yeah, and the air is fresh. Yeah, and it's quiet, especially on the weekends. Not so much traffic, no, of both people and vehicles. So just watch the remainder of the clips and enjoy. Oh, that's part of the modern courthouse now, where people do the marriage ceremonies, and then of course there's the civil court and the criminal court. The criminal court deals mostly with criminal cases, while the civil court deals mainly with civil suits, civil cases like a divorce and stuff like that, family issues. Yeah, child custody and whatever, all that. Yep. Yeah, in the US, you'll find a lot of people actually do stop at red lights, whether they're vehicles or not, people passing or not. People really obey traffic rules. Red light means stop, and people stop even if you're walking. People stop and don't walk. If you walk past a red light, that's actually jaywalking. And if the cops are around, they can actually probably arrest you, although they don't follow that much. But yeah, that's actually an offense. So people wait until the green light is green. That's when people either drive or walk. In London, I was surprised to see like people just walking when the red light is red, provided there's no vehicle. Yeah, that's part of the criminal law court. I think this shot, my camera like flipped a little bit to the side, and I took a side shot. But that's part of the criminal court. Yeah, and of course after that we go to City Hall. All my videos are amateurish, just showing like just like any other citizen, just walking around and taking some video shots and sharing, and that gives it like that amateurish kind of feel, and that's what I like that, and probably hope you like it too. The City Hall built a long time ago, long time ago, in the 17th century or something, but the building still stands strong. Yeah, and it's functional actually. That's the operational City Hall,
Ready?
founded by. Yep. Yeah, so St. Louis was founded by somebody called Pierre Laclede, who was a French, and this is a statue somewhere over there in the corner. Yeah, and of course later it was sold to the by the French colonies to the U.S. I mean to America, and through the Louisiana Purchase, and it became part of the U.S. as the journey or the march by the colonists to move from the eastern coast to the west. And of course, that moved the march moved on and on and on into up to California, and eventually, thus becomes the modern United States of America. Yeah, there's a statue of Pierre Laclede, the founder of St. Louis. But this shot was it was shot well, but because I tilted my camera when I was doing the shooting, it actually came out sideways. Yeah, that's the City Hall. You look at the buildings, the stones, it's still the old stones laid in the 1700s, and they're still strong. And yeah, and there we come. There's another statue. Yeah, so these are actually the founders of. There's another park after the city gardens on the other side. On this other side of the road, the park continues like in a long stretch, and here normally there's music. They are played by sometimes in summer by blues bands and all that, and a lot of events take place here. Yeah, there's normally parades along the street and all that. Yep. There's another statue of another founder, one of those early people who founded St. Louis City. Yeah, Laclede, founder of St. Louis City in 1764. Yeah, that's Pierre Laclede who founded St. Louis City in 1764. Something like that. Yep. So those are some of the old buildings. There's a theater back over there. Yeah, a lot of old buildings are still in existence up to now and are still being used up to now. That's how historic St. Louis is for any visitor who comes around. Yeah, these are the places you want to look at. You see the courthouse back there. To your left, there's the civil courthouse, and to your right is the criminal courthouse. Yeah. I've had an opportunity to actually visit, especially the civil courthouse. Yeah, but listen to cases being adjudicated and all that. Yeah, and here's a city hall. I've actually not had occasion to anything to do in the city hall, so I've not visited. But if I purchase land in this state, then eventually, especially in the city, then of course I have to visit the city hall and probably make sure I pay my staff my whatever is needed. Yeah, quite Sunday morning. Yeah. Yeah, some lady with a dog. Yeah, dogs give people companion. Animals are very faithful. Yeah, and yeah, very good companionship. So 1764, Pierre Laclede founded St. Louis City, and from there it became part of what it is today. After it was sold by the French in the Louisiana Purchase, that sold a big chunk of land, all running all the way from St. Louis down south a little bit, all the way up to I guess Louisiana, which was part of the French colony at that particular time. Yeah, and with that, we almost end now this video clip. And please subscribe to this channel so you can see more of this as I say journey to different cities and different towns and bring you what is historically of value and anything that I find could be interesting for people to watch and enjoy. Yeah. So thank you. Please subscribe to my channel, and I wish you the best as we try to make this place happy and our lives more meaningful. Yeah. Thank you. Good watching and goodbye. See you again next time on the next video. Please subscribe. Please subscribe, like, and share.